Hello friends. So in this video we are going to study current yield on bond and YTM, that means yield to maturity. So this is the AFB paper of JAIB and this is also equally applicable for the CAIIB, that means those who are preparing for CAIIB they can also go through this video. Okay, so in this video we are going to see how to calculate the current yield on bond and how to calculate YTM, means yield to maturity. So let us see. So what is current yield on bond? First of all we have to see here. So it measures the rate of return earned on the bond if it is purchased at its current market price. This is very important because bond has to be purchased from the market, that means in the current market price. Okay, and second condition that coupon interest must be received. How we get the coupon interest? We get coupon interest from the coupon rate. Okay, rate is given always, no, bond 8% to 9%, 10%, whatever is it. So out of the coupon rate we calculate the interest. That interest must be received. Okay, so let us see what is the current yield. So current yield is always related to the current, that means what is the coupon interest, okay, divide by current market price, just divide it. Okay, you will get the current yield. So if you convert into percentage you get the percentage also. So let us see one example here. We'll see the example, then it will be very clear. So आपको समझ में आ गया होगा what is the formula, because formula is very important. They will ask sometimes, they will question like this only. Formula current yield is nothing but, means current yield क्या है? कूपन इंटरेस्ट जो आपको एक साल में जो कूपन इंटरेस्ट आपको मिला है उसको मार्केट प्राइस से डिवाइड कर दीजिए. ठीक है, आपका करंट यील्ड आ जाएगा. So let us continue. See the numerical here. So if bond of face value 1000 carrying a coupon rate of 8%, okay, is quoted in market at rupees 800. So here market rate is given as 800 and coupon rate is given 8%. Okay, so when coupon rate is given 8%, what is coupon interest? Okay, so we'll see what is coupon interest. So coupon interest 8%, so 8% of 1000. Okay, coupon rate is always calculated on the face value, keep in mind, not on the market value. So 8% of 1000 will give you 80 rupees. Understood? So what is the formula here? I wrote one formula once again here. Current yield equal to coupon interest divided by current market price. So what is coupon interest? 80 rupees. I calculated here. और हमने किससे डिवाइड किया है? 800 रुपए से डिवाइड किया है, यानी 800 रुपीज से डिवाइड किया, बिकॉज दिस इज द मार्केट रेट. सो 80 डिवाइड बाय 800 into 100. If you want to convert into percentage, multiply with the 100. So we got 10%. So this is the current yield. Okay, so current yield is coming as a 10%. So what is the formula of current yield? It is coupon interest divided by current market price. One more thing you have to keep in mind. It is calculated only for 1 year. Okay, so whatever coupon interest you are receiving for 1 year, we'll put here. So I put here 80, यानी हमने यहाँ पे 80 रख दिया, डिवाइड बाय 800, मार्केट प्राइस से डिवाइड किया, एंड इनटू 100 टू कन्वर्ट टू परसेंटेज. Okay, so now let us see what is YTM. So YTM, or it is also called yield to maturity of the bond. So how YTM is defined? It is rate of return by an investor who purchases a bond and hold it until maturity. This point is very important. That means bond must be held up to maturity. Okay, that means investor is holding bond till maturity. Then only you can calculate what is YTM. So one first condition is very important. That means this is the rate of return. Keep in mind, this is the rate of return. So that means when you must be seeing the rate of return given the bond. So this is the only rate of return, but what the condition is there? YTM is the discount rate which equals the present value promised cash flow to the current market price. Okay, or purchase price. Means if bond is purchased from the market or not purchased from the market, then purchase anywhere. Whatever the market price is there, on that only we will calculate the rate of return. Okay, I'll make it more clarify. So I'll clarify once little bit more. In any bond, three things are compulsory. Number one, par value. Okay, par value must be given, and rate of return of market must be given, and one more, coupon rate is compulsory. So these things are important. One more fourth thing is also coming, maturity period. Okay, so maturity period is important in case of your YTM because yield to maturity comes into play when maturity has to be there. Okay, so par value is always given in the bond only. Now, one more thing is coming here, market price. That means when you purchase a bond from the market, rate of return is there, but coupon rate is there. But when you purchase the bond from the market price, par value, from the par value, you'll be getting the coupon rate, means you will be getting some interest. And if you hold till maturity, that means whatever coupon rate you are getting, you must be investing somewhere. Okay. And when you invest that coupon rate, means you'll be getting some rate of interest. So what should be rate of interest? So that your total cash inflow must be equal to market price. आई थिंक मैंने क्लैरिफाई कर दिया. मीन्स जब आपने बॉन्ड को मार्केट से परचेज किया है, करेक्ट, तो आपने बॉन्ड को मार्केट से परचेज किया है, तो बॉन्ड का जो मीन्स आपने, लेट्स से आई जस्ट टेक वन एग्जांपल हियर सो दैट इट्स वेरी वेरी क्लियर. लेट अस सपोज हमने बॉन्ड को मार्केट से परचेज किया 950 रुपीज. ओके, 950 रुपीज, आई एम राइटिंग 950. ओके, coupon rate is 8%. So 8% means 80 rupees will be getting out of this every year. 80 rupees, why 80 rupees? Because the par value is 1000 rupees. So this coupon rate is always calculated on the par value. 80 rupees आप हर साल कहीं ना कहीं इन्वेस्ट करते रहेंगे. 80 rupees, 80 rupees, 80 rupees. So वो रेट ऑफ रिटर्न क्या होगा जो आपको पूरे प्रेजेंट वैल्यू मीन्स उसकी वाट एवर आपने जो इन्वेस्ट किया है उसका प्रेजेंट वैल्यू 950 आना चाहिए. मैंने आपको लॉस नहीं होना चाहिए, कम से कम 950 आपका प्रेजेंट वैल्यू आना चाहिए. सो वो कौन सा रेट ऑफ रिटर्न है जिसमें आपको टोटल कैश इनफ्लो जो है उसका प्रेजेंट वैल्यू 950 हो जाना चाहिए. ओके, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड YTM, मींस yield to maturity. And why it is called yield to maturity? Because we are holding bond till maturity. Okay, so let us see one example here. We'll solve this example by two ways. One as per your book, means book of your Macmillan. We'll tell that also. One more method is there. If nothing is given, that second method will give you helpful. Okay, so first I will solve as per your book. So given in the book, I'll solve this. Then second method I'll tell you. Okay, a bond of par value 1000 whose current market price is 850. Now see here, market price is given 850. Okay, and par value they have given 1000, carries a coupon rate of 8%. Maturity period is 9 years. Okay, what would be the rate of return that an investor earns if he purchases the bond and hold till maturity? That means investor is purchasing the bond from the market. So means what should be the rate of return so that he must get at least 850 rupees. Means whatever cash inflow is there, he must get at least means 850 rupees as a present value. Okay. So as per your book, I just tell you the formula. What is the formula they have taken here? So I write here the formula means present value. Whatever present value there, you must write here A50 because every year we are getting 80 rupees. Okay. So 80 rupees and we must multiply with this factor PVIFA. Okay. Present value interest factor of annuity. I told you in the previous video, no, we always calculate the present value of ordinary annuity. So 80 rupees is there. And what is the percent here? Percent is here. How much percent that we have to find out? Okay. That we have to calculate. So I'll write here, let's say KD. Okay. And how many years are there? So 9 years are there. So 9 years. Plus 1000 rupees will get it back. So present value interest factor. What is rate of interest? KD, and it is 9 years. So this is the formula. But sometimes in your question they will give you present value index factor of annuity for 9 years is this. So directly you have to multiply. Okay, don't worry. And present value index factor means PVIF. Present value index factor PVIF will be given the question for 9 years. KD means rate of interest. They will be given 12%, 11%, whatever is there. Okay. So this is the method because we are going to calculate the YTM. So this is the method called hit and trial. So we'll take, let's say this 12%. Okay, let's say it is 12%. So KD I'll put here 12%. Then what we'll see what value we are getting here. So let KD 12%. Let KD is 12%. Okay. So for 12% PVIF. So for 12% PVIF A is 80 into 5.328 plus 1000 for 12% means KD equal to 12%. PVIF is 0.361. Okay. Now if you multiply, you will get 80 into 5.328. How much we are getting here? So I'll write the value here. We get here 426.24 plus 361 to 1000. So we get 361 directly. So how much value we are getting here? 787.24. Okay. So when I have taken KD means in rate of return as 12%, we are getting 787. So this is the less than because our present value must be 850. Okay. So we are getting less. So that means 12% is not there. Okay. So it must be somewhere 10% because when the rate of return is less, we get more value. When rate of return is more, so I have taken 12 as a more, so we are getting less value. Okay. Now let's say 10%, then PVIF of 10%, PVIFA of 10%, and PVIF of 10%. How much is there? So I'll just write here. If KD equal to 10%, then how much we are getting? 80. So PVIFA of 10% is 5.759 and PVIFA is 0.424. Now put the value, multiply 80 into this. So 80 into this we are getting, okay, we have to multiply and put the value. Okay, so use the calculator here. you use the calculator here. Also I put the value here, so we'll be getting here, you make the total here, 884 plus 72. So I got this value. So this is value greater than 850. So this shows that our YTM lies between these two values, 10% to 12%. Okay, so here now we are going to find the exact value by the interpolation method. Okay, this is called interpolation method. That means our value is lying between 10% to 12%. Okay, so means more than 10% but less than 12%. Therefore, our YTM will be equal to, our YTM, one formula is there, I'll just write here YTM. So your YTM means, our YTM is more than 10%. So 10%, okay, but plus something. So it is lying between 12 to 10. So I have subtracted 12 to 10. Okay, but divide what value we got for that 12%. So we'll just see 12% how much we got once here, 787.24. And what is 10% we got here? 8. So because 10% is more, so I'll write first here, not to make negative. So 884.72 minus, and 12% is how much there? 787.24. 787.24. Okay, but what is the difference? What is difference? So actually we have to get 850, है ना? So we'll subtract 850 from here. 884.72 minus 850. Okay, so I'll repeat once again here. I'll just show you once again here, minus 850, and I wrote here minus 850. Space is not there, no problem. Okay, I'll repeat here. What is interpolation method? Means our value is more than 10%. So I wrote here 10%. Okay, we calculate two values, 10% and 12%. So I just subtracted 12 minus 10. And what is the difference between 10 and 12? Means because 10% is more, so I wrote here 884.72 minus 787.24. Means this is the ratio. Then same from that, this 10% value also subtracted 850, because we have to get 850 value. Okay, now calculate this value. So 10% plus whatever value we are getting here. So here we'll get 2%. Out of this 2% is 2 will get. So 2 into, you just subtract 884, 34.72 divide by 97.48. Okay, now you calculate this value, multiply with the 2 and see what answer we are getting here. Okay, so I'll get here 10% plus something 0.71. So this is also in percentage here. So means we are answer getting here 10.71. So this is our YTM. This is our YTM. That means this must be rate of return, so that if we are holding the bond till maturity, we must get 850 rupees as a present value. So this must be your YTM. So your YTM must be 10.71 to get present value as this 850. Okay, so this is the meaning of YTM. Understood? Now I am going to show you one second method also, which we follow. Nothing is given. If PVIFA and PVIF is not given, then how to calculate this? Okay, for that purpose we have to use that our called present value of ordinary annuity. Okay, value is same. When we calculate, we'll arrive at same value here. PVIFA and PVIF will arrive at the same value. So here I'm going to say how to calculate. Okay, now I'm going to use a second method here, that is called present value of ordinary annuity. Okay, so how much we are getting the yearly interest rate, that is called the coupon interest. So coupon interest we are getting 80 rupees. Okay, So 80 rupees we are getting every year. And what is the face value of par value is given 1000 here. Okay. So let's say rate of return means R equal to 12% I'm taking here. Let's say for imagine. Okay. So now write the formula here. Our formula will be means present value PV will be equal to C by R 1 plus R to power n minus 1 divided by 1 plus R to power n plus 1000 because 1000 will get after the 9 years, so 1 plus R to power n. And n is how much here? N equal to 9 years. Okay. So these are the value to find out the present value of if it is 12%. So what is the present value of bond? So now put the value. Put all the values. You will get the answer. C is how much? Every year we are getting 80 rupees. So 80. Rate of interest is 12% we have taken. So 0.12. Okay. So 1 plus R means we'll get 1.12 power 9 minus 1 divided by 1.12 power 9 plus 1000 divided by 1.12 power 9. Okay. Now, next step is put the value. So 80 divided by 0.12. 1.12 power 9 is coming. Just use the calculator. I am also using here. It will come 2.773. 2.773 minus 1 divided by 2.773 plus 1000 divided by 2.773. Okay. Now you calculate this value. Means you calculate this value. Entire value you calculate. Okay. You will get same as PVIFA. What you are given in the question now. Present value index factor of annuity. So in the previous example we used now PVIFA. And if you calculate this value, 1 divided by this. Okay. 1 divided by this. So we'll get PVIF. So sometimes they will give in the question, sometimes they don't give in the question. So if they are not giving the question, then you have to use this method, means present value method, whatever I am doing right now. Okay. Now, so I'll put this value directly so that 80 divided by how much value we have taken? 5.328. That means you calculate this value, you get 5.328 plus 1000 into will get means 1 divided by 2.773. We will get here 0.361. Now solve this value, will get 787. We'll get same value, don't worry. 787.24. So in this way we are getting for 12% we are getting 787.24. Okay, next let's say I am taking 10%. So again formula will be same. So what present value we get for 10%? So 10% means 0.10. So C is 80 here. I am writing directly. R 0.1. 1 plus R means 1.1. 1.1 to power 9 minus 1 divided by 1 plus 1.1 to power 9 plus 1000 divided by 1.9 to power 9. Okay. Now calculate this. I am also using calculator here. So I am getting a 2.143, or you can round up 2.144 we are getting here. So I get here 80 divided by 0.1. 1.1 to power 9 I am getting 2.144. Okay. 2.144 minus 1 divided by 2.144 plus 1000 divided by 2.144. Okay. Now, if you calculate this entire value, which one? this entire value. 1 minute, I'll just show you this entire value. Means you subtract 1, divide by 0.1, then divide by this, and you calculate this value also. Okay, 1 divided by this. So you will get this will be equal to present value index factor of annuity for 10%. Okay, this will get present value index factor for 10% because you have taken 10%. So I'll write direct value because we already use this. I'm just trying to correlate so that should not be get confused. So we'll get 80 into how much? We'll get 5.759 because you have taken approximate value. So no problem whether the approximate value may vary. So don't worry. Okay, little bit variation may be there. So don't worry. So now I multiply this and add this. We'll be getting here 884.72. So I have seen here for taking 10% we are getting 884.72. This is more than 850. Okay, and previous value when we took 12% हमारा कितना वैल्यू आया 787. That is less than. Okay, so less than 850. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि हमारी जो YTM है वो 10% to 12% के बीच में लाई कर रही है. Okay, so now we are going to use one method called interpolation method. Means हमें exact value निकालना है. अभी हमने हिट एंड ट्रायल किया, हमने पता किया कि हमारी वैल्यू इसके बीच में लाई कर रही है. इन केस आपकी वैल्यू इन दोनों बीच में नहीं लाई करती है तो आपको एक और ट्राई करना पड़ेगा नेक्स्ट आगे चल के. ठीक है, जैसे हमारा 884 ये कम आता तो हमें एक वैल्यू और 14% लेके ट्राई करना पड़ता या 15% लेके ट्राई करना पड़ता. सो दैट our value is 850 because our value is 850 must come in between that. Okay, so by interpolation method we are going to calculate the exact value of YTM. So what is the formula here? So what I am going to do here means it is more than 12%. So our YTM is more than 12%. So YTM is not is sorry 10% is more than 10%, but less than 12%. Okay, it is more than 10%. So I have taken here 10%, but less than 12%. So 12% minus 10%. You can write 12 minus 10 also, no problem. 12% minus 10%. So what is the means? This is the value. Then for 10%, how much value we got? So 10% we got 884.72 minus 787.24. Okay, I have taken 10% first because here because this value is greater. Okay, this value is greater. So for 10% I have taken this value. For 12% I have taken this value. Okay, and multiply means in the same way we are going to multiply. How much? 884.72 minus 850. Okay, this value we are going to multiply. Understood? So I am going to next step. I am going to write here. So I'll write small, not bigger. 10% here. Now 12% minus 10%. How means how much getting? 2%. You can write 2 also, no problem. To make it simple, 2%. Now 884 minus because this is coming in the numerator. Now what is the difference we are coming here? 884.72 minus 850. How much we are getting here? We are getting here 34.72. Okay, divide by 884.72 minus 787.24. So we'll be getting here 97.48. Okay, this is means 884.72 minus 787.24 we are getting at the denominator. Okay, now divide here. So when you divide, we'll get 10%. We'll get 10% plus 0.71%. If you add them, we are getting 10.71%. Okay, so this is the YTM. That means if this is the rate of interest is there, our means value, present value, means our present value of cash flow will be equal to the market price of the bond. Okay, so in this way we calculated the YTM by two methods. Depending upon the situation, you have to use this. If PVIFA and PVIF is not given, then you have to use the second method. Okay, so with this we are finishing our video.